So I thought I would share, I just got the latest one from up in Ontario. Roulant, I guess that's how you say it. So yeah, different box. Side view, same stuff there. Something cool it came with was a sticker kit that you can put over it, and one of the stickers is missing there, but kind of neat. Another little instruction manual, mentions different types of AC adapters and such that you can use, and the instruction booklet, English. This is really hard. Okay. And different insert. There's no foam like the other ones. And back of the box. So get this. Instructions were underneath it. I'll put those there too. That. Of course, the game sits down in there. But let's get this out of the way. Show you what's really going on. So, like in the other videos, I was keeping track of the motherboard revisions. Here's a different revision, and it says on the other side shows revision D. You'll notice these different chips. Similar layout. The transistor has a different number. Still the small speaker, like the first video I showed you. This screen had a little bit of damage here, and doesn't look the greatest. So I'm going to swap that out for this other one, which has got a little dimple in the plastic. Little burn mark, but at least it's cleaner. So I already took it apart. I cleaned the back of the speaker and cleaned the contacts, cleaned the case. So we're gonna go ahead and show you the basics here. What I do, got some of this cushiony tape I'll put on the back of the speaker. And because of the thickness of this, I used 2, and I've already cleaned that with alcohol. So we're going to put some of this foam on here, and don't press on that motherboard. It's a good way to break some of the LEDs in there. And another piece. Basically just giving us some thickness so the speaker won't rattle around in the case when it's all together. Alright, there's that. I'm going to hit pause here. Okay, so I wanted to bring in the case. The case is the lighter blue color compared to some of the other ones. Again, I know it's going to be hard to see. You can tell a little bit there. So lighter blue case, has the thing for the speakers like the other version. I didn't see a difference in this case. And I went ahead and cleaned the garbage off the back of this already. And pretty good outside. So, something I wanted to do real quick is clean up this screen. And I'm just using some Screen Doctor stuff for your newer monitors. Again, don't press too hard, and don't put pressure on the board, or you good chance of cracking that a solder joint there where these two boards join up. I did test this when I first got it using the AC/DC adapter. Worked fine. Actually, probably the best one I've got so far, except for, of course, the screen overlay that I showed you earlier. The buttons were working pretty good, but yeah, they need a little help too. So I just peeled the plastic tape up, cleaned the contact areas, laid the tape back down. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Again, like I said, this is revision D. Kind of says it in here on this one. I'll show you one note here in a minute. One contact is not soldered on this revision. Smaller chips, different numbers on the transistors, and I got all that recorded. I'll show you that later. Normally there's tape covering this area so these don't touch. I'm just going to do it on the case, and let's go ahead and start getting this together. So, looking at here, I know the positive goes up here. Of course, makes sense because it's shorter. Slide it into the guides, push her in, and you'll feel it lock in. Again, there's a little plastic tab in here that keeps these metals in, and I just give it a little push back too, but I can tell that's pretty good. It's not pulling out. And I'm going to go ahead, put in the ground, slide it in. Heard that one lock in. Looks good. So, now here's where I want to go ahead and cover these up. So once this is all together, I guess it's alright that it's going that way. Grab some of this tape. And we're going to put some good, decent amount in here, so just in case, don't want anything grounded out. And I'm going to put it down in here first, get it in there, peel it over. And I'm going to put another small piece right there where the main solder contact is at. The ground you don't really have to worry about, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyhow. I won't stretch this one as much. Okay. Ground. So, don't have to worry about this one as much. That's where my ground wire is going to go. Bring it up and over, not too snug, don't want to rip through it. Alright, there's that. Go ahead and hit pause again here. Okay, brought in the top here. Some of the cases had a little bit of foam right in there for the speaker area. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit in there. It'll keep it from rattling or anything. Why not? So just got a little chunk. And try and get a little bit up on the side. So a little on this side and a little at the base there. So there's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the flippers in, and I don't think there's any reason to put any little lubricant in there. And I got little tabs here, so let's kind of go up. Sit right in there. This is the screen I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and set it down in there. That way I can put my button in. Alright. Alright. Of course, the paddles. Screen. Button, and here's why we took it apart. Not paying attention, forgot to put the other battery clips in. Again, press those down in until it clips over the little plastic protrusions in there. Maybe. Good idea to check, make sure it's in. Alright, looks good there. So, back to this. Your flippers in. Put our button in. Alright. And we're going to kind of lift up on this one. Slide this under. Button keeps falling out. Flipper. And get this speaker situated. Get the wires out of the way. Make sure connection isn't near the case. Put the Speaker down in, there's little plastic notches in here we've seen. Alright, you can see the foam's purpose here. Bring this over here for a minute. Alright, and again, when you're laying this cover down, make sure none of the power or ground wires are going to get caught in the case. Everything looks good there. Two Phillips screws that go in the paddle side here. Always turn them backwards till they drop a little bit. Screw them in, that way don't create new threads. And same with this one. Check everything. Feels good. Button's working. And I'm just going to go ahead and test it real quick. Everything looks good, real nice and clean. Listen to the sound, see if you hear any difference compared to the others. Buttons are working better, so it was a good idea to clean them up while you got it apart. Like I say, this one seems to be the best so far. I'd hate to have to take other ones apart to get the best screen on here. That little bit isn't bothering me. It's a lot better than that. Alright, so there's that. Turn it off, get it unplugged. Show you real quick what I do with this here. The back of the battery cover normally had some of this like foam stuff, and everything on this is just destroyed. No matter which one I had, I'm surprised that's still together. But so this will give us an idea. Can't make it too long or the battery cover won't drop in. Gotta keep this in mind. Gotta stay above that, above this. So just for reference, we're going to straddle those pegs there. So and I just did 2 strips. Straighten them out a little bit. Just lay them down. 3 on this one. Again, you got to stay away from the edges. Get 3 in there? Yeah, I bet I can. Let's go ahead and lay this one down. Yeah, what the heck? Boy, it's going to be close. I have to trim a little off. So just a little something like that. Just puts little pressures on the batteries when you do put them in there. Alright, sweet. Alright, that's basically it. Wanted to show you that. Got her together. So there's Canadian, and here's the other two. Light blue, darker. Put the dark one in the middle there. Pretty sweet. So just real quick, I wanted to bring this up. And if you remember, but real quick, we'll go to, there's a revision B, got a big long chip, revision A, again it's a big chip, different numbers. There's a little comparison. Revision B, revision A. I'm not sure what to call this one. This was the white one, had the white cover. But back to the one we just got. Now it's got 3 different chips and different number on the transistors. Overall, looks like almost seems like less components, but here's where it shows the board number, the revision. You can see the unsoldered leg as well. Curious. Same size speaker. And again, here's before. Comparison. This still says Korea. Some of the chips here said Taiwan or Philippines. Alright, back to it. If anybody's tearing these up, know how to fix them, know what's up, let me know.